All right, everyone. Charlotte, is this good? Okay. Welcome to the 2023 8th grade geography meet finals. Congratulations to our 8 finalists. On my left, we have John, Neha, Chandler, and Nirmal. And on my right, we have Ryan, Hadrig, Krish, and Anish. I'm Michael, I'll be your reader. Chloe will be the scorekeeper, and Bela is doing the scoreboard all the way on that side of the stage. Let's do a buzzer check, starting with Anish. Yes, this is on. Okay. Can you hear me? All right, great. Sure. Testing.
Testing. Testing. Oh, wait, wait. Testing. Testing.
All right, anytime, please.
Testing. Testing. Speak very loudly.
All right, on the left, we test. My left, we test.
Does it work? I don't know.
It's working.
Testing.
Testing.
All right.
Testing.
Okay, if anyone's responses aren't loud enough, I will repeat them up here to the best of my ability, which means I will repeat them if they're correct, and to the best of my ability, I will repeat them if they're wrong. We'll do score checks after 10 and then every 5. And it is 30 to get out. First person to 30 wins. We keep reading until all 30 questions are read. Is everyone ready to begin?
Yes.
Okay. Toss up 1. In an attempt to establish one of these areas, the Japanese government used concrete to reinforce the reef of Okino Torishima. France is the largest one of these areas in the world.
Exclusive economic zone.
That's good for 6 points. For whatever it is. That's for Krish. Toss up 2. 6 points.
You're basically I can't hear you as well as that one.
Okay. What would so what would you like me to do?
My ladder.
Maybe speak a little louder
Sure, I can speak louder. Better?
into the mic.
Yes. Is this better?
Into the mic.
Okay. Like this? Closer? Yeah, all right, I'll just. Oh, okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. All right. All right. Well, let's. How's that? Okay. So I'm just going to read a sample of question 1, and we'll see if that works. France has the largest one of these areas in the world, and Tuvalu earns much of its income. Is that good? All right, great. Question 2. This province is served by the world's largest airport by area, and its city of Jubail contains the world's largest desalination plants. This province's city of Dhahran is the base.
Eastern province.
That's good for 6 points for Nirmal. Eastern province. Toss up 3. A dry version of this metric ignores snow and ice and ranks Mauna Kea second in the world. The construction of the Gayard Cut affected Denali's value of this metric.
Height, not height.
Prompt.
Elevation.
No. -2.
Total height of mountain,
Prompt.
total height of a mountain including salt water.
No, that's incorrect.
Mountains.
That's correct for 6 points. Prominence. And that's Chandler. So that was a -2 for Anish and Krish. Toss up 4. This island contains saltwater crocodiles near Tenaru Beach and the mouth of the Ilu River, and is surrounded by Savo, the Ngela Islands, and Malaita in the New Georgia Sound. Mount Popomonaseu, the highest.
What of now?
That's 5 points for Anish. The answer was Guadalcanal. Toss up 5. This waterway's non-contiguous sections terminate at towns such as Carabel and Tarpon Springs. This waterway, which runs from a town in the Cape Ann region to Brownsville, has its Gulf portion divided into 2 at Harp. No, that's incorrect. -2 for Anish. Has its Gulf portion divided into 2 at Harvey Lock. This waterway, often used by seasonal migrants called snowbirds, allows for a journey from Norfolk to Fort Lauderdale without entering.
Intercoastal waterway.
That's Chandler for 5 points. The Intercoastal Waterway. Toss up 6. This site's House of the Virgin Mary may have been where Mary died, and this site's facade of the Library of Celsus was formerly displayed on the 20 lira note. This site near the modern-day city of Seljuk is frequently visited by cruise passengers disembarking in Kusadasi, and this site is located in Izmir province. The Temple of Artemis. Ephesus is good for 4. Toss up 7. Backyards exposed after the creation of this highway may have given rise to a term referring to its namesake, bandits. A store in Aspen Hill was the first target of a group named for this highway, which is also associated with issues of the federal government that are idiomatically referred to as being inside this highway. A series of sniper attacks. Beltway is good for 5. For Padraig. Toss of 8. The Cruzadol Monastery is the spiritual beacon of this region's Fruska Gora, the mountain where Ivan Stambolic was assassinated. This region is formed by the subregions Sirmia, Banat, and Bachka. The microstate of Lieberland was established on a Pena exclave of this region. Vojvodina is good for 5 points for Ryan. Toss up 9. This island, the only place in the world to adjust its clocks by half an hour for daylight savings time, is known for its crescent shape and is located 600 kilometers east of Port.
Chatham.
No, that's incorrect. -2 for Anish. And is located 600 kilometers east of Port Macquarie. The Canida palm originates from this island, which contains the world's southernmost coral reef, and it includes Ball's Pyramid, the world's tallest volcanic stack known for containing the last population of its namesake stick insect. For the points, name this island in the Tasman Sea administered by New South Wales.
Norfolk Island.
-1.
Lord Howe.
Can you repeat that?
Lord Howe.
Yes. Lord Howe Island for 3 points for Nermal. 3 points. Toss up 10. Walt Whitman spent his final years in this city, home to a docked battleship nicknamed the Big J. The city of Cherry Hill is next to this city, which contains the headquarters of the Campbell Soup Company, and the southernmost campus of Rutgers University is located in this city on the eastern side of the Ben Franklin Bridge. For the points, name the city separated by the Delaware River from Philadelphia.
Camden.
For 4 points. And that's Chandler. Let's do a score check.
Okay. So So we have John with 0, Neha with 4, Chandler with 14, Nirmal with 9, Ryan with 5, Padraig with 5, Krish with 4, and Anish with -1. Good work, everybody.
All right. All right. Question 11. This region, home to the Reed Flute Cave and speakers of the Pinghua language, contains the port of Beihai, which is being developed as part of the Beibu Gulf Economic Rim Plan. Tourists can view dramatic Karst topography by cruising the Li River near this region's city of Guilin. The Thai-speaking Zhuang inhabit this most populous autonomous region of China, governed from Nanning.
Gansu?
Can you repeat that?
Gansu?
No, that's incorrect.
Guangxi.
That's good for 4 for Anish. So -2 for Nirmal, 4 for Anish. Toss up 12. This city's Sutyagan House claimed to be the world's highest wooden single-family home, and this northern terminus of the Severnaya Railway is located near Severodvinsk.
Archangels?
That's good for 6 for Nirmal. Toss up 13. This city of the Perkanma region is centered around the Tamarkovsky Rapids between the lakes of Nasiyarvi and Kyuhayarvi. This city, whose Kaleva church is designed in the shape.
Uppsala.
No, it's -2. Is designed in the shape of a fish. Is the most populated landlocked city in the Nordic region. Known as the sauna capital of the world, this city is situated northeast of Turku. Slightly smaller than Tampere for 4 points for Ryan. -2 was for Anish. Toss up 14. This lake, home to the abandoned settlements of Fort Reliance and Pine Point Mine, receives the Hay and Tulsen rivers.
Great Slave Lake.
That's 5 points for Anish. Toss up 15, after which we will do another score check. 15. This island, which was formerly home to the Hovensa oil refinery, is the largest island controlled by the U.S. to drive on the left side of the road. This island administers Buck Island Reef National Monument. Christiansted and Frederiksted.
Do you guys do now?
That's incorrect. That's correct for 5. We're looking for the specific island. That's Ryan for 5, -2 for Anish. Score check again.
Our scores right now after question 15, we have John with 0, Neha with 4, Chandler with 14, Nirmal with 13, Ryan with 14, Padraig with 5, Krish with 4, and Anish with 4.
Okay, very close match so far. Question 16. This country that hosts the Kantanka Automobile Company displays the Black Star of Africa on its flag. This country's cities include Tamale and Kumasi.
Ghana?
5. Toss up 17. This desert contains Rahat, the world's largest Bedouin town, as well as the nuclear research center of Dimana. The world's largest erosion cirque, Maktesh Ramon.
The Negev Desert?
That's still good for 6. And Nirmal, your score is currently 24 points. Toss up 18. This feature is the largest remnant of Lake Minchin and contains a hotel made from its resources where visitors are banned from licking walls. This feature houses about 7% of the world's lithium reserves and contains the cactus-covered island.
Salar de Uyuni.
That's good for Patrick for 5. Salar de Uyuni. Toss-up 19. This sea's Little America bases were partly established by Operation High Jump on its Bay of Whales, situated just south of its Roosevelt Island. This sea to the west of Marie Byrd Land is entirely claimed by New Zealand, and the Great Ice Barrier impeded navigation into this sea, the southernmost on Earth. No, that's -2.
Rossi.
That's good for Chandler for 4. That's a -2 for Krish. Toss up 20, after which we will do another score check. This city's Porto da Barra beach is one of the few west-facing beaches of the country it is located in.
Salvador.
Your national champion. Salvador for 6 points. No, the city of Salvador. Yes, it was that hard.
So after question 20, we have John with 0, Neha with 4, Chandler with 18, Nirmal with 30, Ryan with 14, Padraig with 10, Krish with 2, and Anish with 4.
Okay, continuing with toss-up 21. It's not in South Africa, but this city contains Mandela National Stadium on Nambool Hill. This city's Wakaliga slum is known for its ultra-low budget films produced by the Wakaliwood Studio. This city's Nakasero Hill contains its tallest building, the Pearl of Africa Hotel, and this city's suburb of Bengo contains the Lubiri Palace. Lying about 20 miles northeast of Entebbe, Kampala is good for Anish for 4. Toss-up 22. This structure traces the Cameron Corner in Sturt National Park and passes by towns including Nundroo and Cooper Pedy. Also passing through the Darling Downs farming region, a smaller version of this structure is being built on Fraser Island. While this structure's construction has stopped predation of sheep, increased grazing competition from rabbits and kangaroos has offset these gains. For the points, name this barrier built
Visiting elephants.
for 4 points. For each. Toss up 23. This city is home to Jamboree Park and the Kalergat radio station, where its country's independence was declared in the 1971 Liberation War. The Shah, -2. The Shah, Chittagong is good for 6 points. So -2 for Anish and 6 for Trish. Toss up 24. This polity's second largest city is Bender, and its first president was Igor Smirnov. This state is one of 2 that declared independence from its country along with Gagauzia. This is the only extant polity in Europe that still displays the hammer and sickle.
Transnistria.
Transnistria is good for 5 points for Anish. Toss up 25, after which we will do another score check. This structure's antenna was attached by the Olga helicopter, and it was planned to be part of the Metro Center complex south of the Front Street. This structure's edge walk allows visitors to walk around its revolving 360 restaurant, and Bruni Surin jumped off it into the Rogers Center for 5 points. Again for Anish. Score check.
For our final score check for For we have final scores still in the running. We have John with 0, Neha with 4, Chandler with 18, Ryan with 14, Padraig with 10, Krish with 8, and Anish with 20.
We will probably do another score check before the end. All right, question 26. This body of water's Dao Go Cave contains wooden bars built underwater to sink Mongol ships. This body of water's largest island is Kat Ba, which is home to the Hospital Cave, which was made as a shelter from American bombings. This body of water is situated just east of Haiphong in the western part of Prompt.
The Haiphong Bay.
No. Just east of Haiphong in the western part of no, -2. In the western part of the Gulf of Tonkin, and it receives the Bac Dong River. For the points, name this Vietnamese bay that is known for its karst formations. Ha Long Bay is good for Neha with 3 points. That's -2 for Anish and -2 for Krish. Toss up 27. This peninsula's town of Ypsilanti was the site of the first Domino's Pizza. Traverse Bay indents this peninsula, often likened to a mitten or the
Lower Peninsula.
That's 5 points for Anish. Toss up 28, after which we'll do score checks at 28 and 29. Toss up. Some of the few novels published in this language include Kalaito Pambero and Tatukua. This language's word for mixture names a form of this language with Spanish loanwords called hopara. The word jaguar comes from this language, which names a -2, which names a language
Esperanto?
also -2, which names a language family with 2B. Used as a propaganda tool by Alfredo Stroessner, this is, for the points, what indigenous official language of Paraguay? Neha is correct with Guarani for 3 points. This -2 for Padraig and for Chandler. Score check.
With 2 questions to go for this final, we have John with 0, Neha with 10, Chandler with 16, Ryan with 14, Padraig with 8, Krish with 6, and Anish with 23.
All right, toss up 29. This lake's Tano Pongo Canal turned Samosir Island into the world's largest island within an island. This lake feeds an underground river in the Karo Plateau, which expels water through the Simpiso Piso Falls. This lake, which is pictured on its country's 1,000 rupiah banknote, is situated south of the provincial capital of Medan. No, that's incorrect.
Lake Toba.
Lake Toba is good for 4 points for Anish, and that's -2 for Ryan. All right, quick score check again.
With 1 question to go for this final, we have John with 0, Neha with 10, Chandler with 16, Ryan with 12, Padraig with 8, Krish with 6, and Anish with 27.
And so that is Anish currently in second with 27, and Chandler currently in third with 16. Toss up 30. This region's original tourist hub of Torremolinos is situated below the Sierra de Mijas. The Baitic Mountains form the backbone of this region, home to the city of Malaga, which has its southern... no, that's incorrect. -2.
Andalusia?
Prompt. Oh, actually, yes, I can take that for 5 points. The other answer is the Costa del Sol. So final score. scores. In 8th place, we have John with 0. In 7th place, we have Krish with 6. In 6th place, we have Patrick with 8. In 5th place, we have Neha with 10. In 4th place, we have Chandler with 16. In 3rd place, we have Ryan with 17. In 2nd place, we have Anish with 25. And in 1st place, your national champion with 30 out on question 20. Congratulations, everyone. We're going to be giving out awards. I am not the person for that, so please stay in your seats, and we'll get Jay up here to give those to you. Again, congratulations.